Hello there. We've seen a lot of prime ministers this year alone, and prime ministers pass the door handle at 10 Downing Street a lot, but only one is always there. Rishi Sunak is the official head of the house at 10 Downing Street, but the current incumbent is just another British prime minister who shares the house behind the famous black door with a secret ruler. This Wednesday, it was exactly 12 years that the cat Larry resides in the seat of government. The chief mouser, or the chief mouse catcher of the United Kingdom, has been in office longer than any prime minister since the late 19th century. Most recently, Larry also left Margaret Thatcher behind, who ruled for 11 and a half years. Especially in the recent politically turbulent times, the animal has become a constant for many people in Great Britain. Boris Johnson's scandal years, the 49 days of Liz Truss, and now Sunak. Well, the country experienced 3 prime ministers within a few months. And Theresa May is just another ex-prime minister in the House of Commons, and it's only 6.5 years since her predecessor David Cameron left Downing Street as well. But one remains there, and that is Larry. It was Cameron who brought the cat from an animal shelter to his official residence. He wanted to curb the plague of rats. Larry left behind 4 opponents on the way to Downing Street, as British media reported as they would know. An acquaintance of the government worker once told Times Radio that Larry was particularly taken with an employee named David. The cat was chosen because he was calm and didn't care if he was chosen or not, unlike other more needy cats who meowed and wanted attention. At the time, the animal was praised for its hunting instinct. He had already caught 3 mice, as Cameron said a few months after Larry took office. But soon, doubts about the chief mouser arose. When a mouse ran through the room at a cabinet meeting, there were even calls for his resignation. Cameron declined, and Larry, originally intended to be a partner for the Prime Minister's daughters, was allowed to stay after the Prime Minister left. He's now the undisputed boss on London's most famous street. Larry won the power struggle with his velvet-pawed competitor from the Foreign Office. Palmerston retired in 2020. And he has now changed his area of responsibility slightly, as the government makes clear on its website. Larry spends his days welcoming guests into the home, inspecting security devices and testing antique furniture for sleep quality, they say. And the mice? Well, Larry is considering solving the problem, but is still in the tactical planning phase. He's already an impressive 15 years old, and more than 100,000 people follow a satirical account on Twitter, which mostly mockingly comments on political events in the name of the cat. Recently, however, concerns about Larry's health spread. He suffered from cysts, it was said, and the government immediately denied it. Larry was at the vet last month for a routine checkup, they said, adding he's feeling feline good. And roommate Sunak should also hope for that, because a good relationship with Larry is considered important for the public image. Cameron, for example, once had a photo published that showed the cat on his lap. Rumors had previously circulated that the two did not understand each other well. Larry watchers also quickly learned that Liz Truss' tenure would not last long. When she tried to publicly swipe Larry on the doorstep, the cat gave her the cold shoulder. And I really have to check up what this cat did with Boris Johnson. And I'll see you in my next video. I'll be back.